Everybody's trying to copy Alex Hormozi's sales and marketing right now. The ads, the hooks, the offers. But they're copying the wrong thing, because the genius isn't any single tactic. The genius is that his entire operation runs like a brain. It learns what's working and feeds it straight back to the team. So the whole machine gets smarter every week. And the wild part is you can now build that same brain for your own sales team with AI. That's exactly what we built at Day AI, and I'm going to show you how it works and how to build your own. Real quick, before we go any further, I don't have access to Alex Hormozi's internal systems. Nobody outside his company does. What I did was take the strategy he talks about publicly and build the AI system that actually runs it. Everything you're about to see him say, it's his own public words. Everything after that is mine. This is him earlier this year answering a question about ads. Don't listen for the tactic. Watch what he does with the data.
I believe that the future of media between paid and content has completely merged. Like, we have reached the singularity of that now. It's done. Like, that's not like going to happen. It's already happened. It's here. And the reason is because we pump out 450 pieces or whatever it is of content per week. And you know what's really cool is the algorithm will just tell you which of these are the best and most interesting. And so then what we do is we take those things and then just run them as ads. Look at the content that you have that gives you the most follows, not the most views. Look at the content that has the most saves. Try running those as your ads. You guys, if you just start doing it immediately, you'll be ahead by a year.
What most people write down from that clip is the tactic. Run my best content as ads. That's true. It works. Perfectly good advice. But it's the smaller version of the larger thing that he really said. Because listen to how he said it. He didn't describe a tactic. He described a machine that told him the answer. What Hormozi is actually running is called a loop. The data tells him what's working. The winners tell him what to make next. And the whole thing compounds. Every week it gets better on its own. And nobody sat through any kind of a retraining. That's not a content tactic. That's a brain that learns. And so this is why it matters for you. His team isn't winning because they're smarter than yours. They're winning because their system remembers what worked and feeds it back. Almost no sales team on earth has that. The most valuable knowledge in your company lives in that one rep's head. And if they quit, it's gone. Now, my read on this, and it's just my read because I have no idea what he's running internally. From the outside, the pattern looks exactly like a second brain. One place that watches everything, learns what wins, and pushes the answers back out to the team. So the question I got obsessed with, can you build a brain for a normal sales team? Turns out you can. So what does this brain have to do? It has to ingest what your team is actually doing. The calls, the emails, the outcomes. I spent 10 years building HubSpot's CRM. Almost none of that ever makes it into a CRM field. It all needs to land in one shared place and AI can run around in and learn what's actually producing results. A database stores, a brain learns. So why doesn't every sales team already have one? Because building this for a team means a secure permission cloud brain that pulls from every tool you use. Gmail, Gong, Slack, all of it. And it can never show anyone a single thing they're not allowed to see. Honestly, it's an absurdly hard engineering problem. And it's exactly what we built at Day AI. The sales equivalent of the Hormozi ad example we just saw is what's working and not in our sales pipeline. Now, I can just ask that in Day AI. It has all the knowledge in the graph. It can easily rank what's actually converting in real life right now. Nobody had to tag anything. Nobody filled anything out. No fields, notes. It gives me the answer, and it also shows me why. This is using the actual sentences from calls, emails, Slacks where my team is winning. It also shows what isn't working. Getting this data so easily is impressive, but again, that's not what I want you to take from Hormozi's example. It's about the loop. To have a loop, we need to do 3 more things. 1, get the data automatically. 2, use the data automatically. And 3, improve over time automatically. To use the data automatically, that's also easy. I'll make agents for each of my sales reps that look at what each one of them is doing and not doing and coach them in real time on where they could be selling more effectively, according to the insights that my agent is finding. If I'm in charge of Day AI for my company, I could click around and create the agents, or I can just do it in seconds from Claude Code. I say what I want, develop a plan, looks good to me, and then I can push it all to the cloud, and my sales team is going to know exactly what the best tactics are. That is a loop, my friends, and that's pretty impressive and something almost no one is doing. But those tactics change over time. The final step, I need my loop to improve as we try new things, as we improve the product that we sell, as our buyer evolves. Oh wait, I already did this in the first step. Remember, my agent is running autonomously, always looking for the state of the art on the sales team. So as soon as something new starts working, everyone knows about it and starts copying it. You can copy any set of tactics in an afternoon. The brain underneath is the moat. It's the real competitive advantage. And until now, you had to be Hormozi size to build one. If you want this for your own sales team without building the hard part yourself, that's Day AI, the shared sales brain that learns what's working across your whole team. Links in the description. Go see it on your own data. This is where it gets kind of crazy. Once your team runs a shared brain, you can deploy agents with skills into it, which means you can change how your whole team sells from one place. No retraining meetings, no please watch this loom, no brown bag lunch, no rollout. Here's an example, a classic problem. You launch a new product and none of the reps go and sell it. Reps sell what they already know how to sell. With the shared brain, you find the gaps, who's not mentioning it, and exactly where they should be. The brain lets you correct this problem. You can shift sales behavior across the whole team from your laptop. This is exactly the same move Hormozi makes with content. The system learns what wins and pushes everyone toward it, except now it's your sales team and it's your pipeline. That is the actual genius worth copying from Hormozi, not the ads. This is how you steal the real genius behind Hormozi's sales machine, the learning brain, and build it for your own team. Next up, the foundational version of this same brain built in plain Obsidian and Claude Code. That video is right here. I'll see you there.